Alright, CDL fans, welcome back to our game day here. Second segment about to be underway, and we got two teams from the Northeast Division about to lock horns. We got the Boston Vandals, 0-2, surprisingly, on the road, trying to get their first win of the season. They're taking on a team that has one win and an overtime loss, the Buffalo Warriors, and boy, did they look good in that last game day. So we'll see if they keep that momentum going. Tyrell was just knockout awesome, really. I mean, he was really good in the last game. But that being said, let's get a look at the lineups. Nitro leads the way for the Boston Vandals, followed by Blue Dragon 2 at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's Vendetta, and at 5-point gainer, it's going to be Yellow Spider. To the home side, Yellow Custom will lead the way for the Buffalo Warriors today, followed by What at the middleman spot. At the captain spot, it's going to be Tyrell, and at 5-point gainer for Buffalo, it's going to be Toy Soldier. So both teams set and at the ready, the beginning of all the Hartfield games, and make it a good flip right off of the bat. 5-0 the score, Buffalo on top. So that now is going to bring out Blue Dragon 2. Both cars staying up, switching sides. Go at it again. Blue Dragon 2, I think he'd rather have the home side. It works out for him. 5-5 the score. So all even up at 5 as that now brings out What for the Warriors. He goes at it with Blue Dragon here. Boston is tied in, almost had the lead right there. What with the good barrel roll maneuver, and again able to hang on there off the edge of the field. So the match continues, they keep it on the field up into that point. So it actually kind of took a while to get that first out of play today in this second segment. Blue Dragon 2 going out of play, as did What, and we are still tied at 5 apiece. Matchup continuing. And a good spin cycle right there. Yes, they will keep their home sides and continue this match. So we keep going here. And make it a good flip right there. I just want to see something really quick. Yep, just double checking something. But you can see the red light for a second. The recorder. I'm like, please tell me I'm recording right now, right? Just had a bad feeling in my gut, right? But we got a good flip right there. So, 10-5, Buffalo in the lead, looking for the win. Vendetta trying to even things up. What going for the win? Almost had the win right there. And this time he does have the win. 15-5, the final. And it's the Buffalo Warriors getting the win at home against the Boston Vandals. The Vandals fall into 0-3, but the Buffalo Warriors, 2 wins on the season, 2 wins in an overtime loss, so up to 7 points they go. Could be a real legitimate contender in that Northeast Division. But coming up next, we sort of head to the West. Well, it's the Western Conference, but both teams kind of more Great Lakes region. Yes, Detroit and Chicago from the Central Division. Get ready for it. Devil and Wind Attacks. Devils and Wind Attack. I know. Can I say it right? It's kind of a... Say it. Devils and Wind Attack. 5 times fast, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, we'll be back, so stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, welcome back, and we are getting ready here for the next game on tap. The Detroit Devils 0-2 on the road, looking for their first win of the season to take on Jim Holtz Sr.'s Chicago Wind Attack. They lost their first game of the season, won their second game of the season, now in game 3, trying to get the 2-1 and above that 500 mark, get the early going of our 2021 season. So let's get a look at the lineups. V-Dub leads the way for Detroit, followed by Pioneer at the middleman spot. At the captain spot, it's going to be Spectite, and at 5-point gainer, Black Marinello. The lineup they've been using, they might want to switch up from that at some point, but they're giving the rookie V-Dub another shot. To the home side, R leads the way. Kind of been struggling this year so far, followed by Hot Indy at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, that is a highlight at the captain spot. I was about to call it 47 Ronin. I didn't. At 5-point gainer, though, it is Blue Dragon for the Wind Attack. So here we go. Matchup on, and V-Dub has a good flip on R. So, 5-0 the score in favor of Detroit. As that now brings out Hot Indy. Both cars are down. V-Dub was able to get under him there. Number 2 overall pick. got 2 flips for his squad. 10-5 Detroit in the lead, looking for the upset. Highlight trying to keep his team in the game. Both cars staying up there. Highlight and Pioneer out of play. They both go. This time, I think the ladder might need to be moved a little to get the one yet. So, the score, after they both go out of play here, still 10-5 in favor of the visiting side. The Detroit Devils in the lead, make it 10-10. Highlight getting the flip that ties things up, and that will bring Spectite out from the captain spot for the Devils. Spectite versus Highlight. Remember when it was the Roswell Aliens, this Detroit Devils side? Anyways, Highlight gets the flip there, and the score is now 15-10. The Chicago Wind Attack back in the lead. So, there's actually, is that their first lead? This is their first lead of the day, I believe. So, they finally got the lead. Let's see if they can walk away with it. 15-10, Black Marinello trying to force overtime. Highlight trying to get the win. And out of play goes Highlight. So, he will go back to his own side. Wind Attack leading the Devils 15-10. And trying to put that in the scorebook here into the final. Which can be done if Highlight gets a flip. Game cannot end on a tie between these two. Almost a flip there, almost overtime. Black Marinello battles. Ooh, out of play goes Highlight there. So out of play there, still 15-10 the score. Whoop, and that time we had a gray shot. It counts, so switch. Switching sides, and this time Highlight is down. And we are all even at 15, and folks, that is, yes, another $10 going to charity. So we're up to $50 now, being split between St. Jude's and the Animal Cancer Foundation. All even at 15 here, now in overtime. Blue Dragon out here for the Wind Attack. And Blue Dragon goes down. Black Marinello gets Detroit their first win of the season. 20-15 the final, and the Wind Attack, they're having some troubles. Maybe perhaps, I mean, maybe just a slow start as they fall to 1-2 on the season. And the Detroit Devils, well, they improved to 1-2 on the season. But actually, let's be fair to Chicago. It's 1-1, 0-1. They do get a point from the loss because it was in overtime. But that being said, a tough way to go down here today at home. 20-15, Detroit getting the win over Chicago. So when we come back, it's going to be Seattle and Nevada. So stay tuned. Alright, CDL fans, we are back with our next game on tap here in our second segment. So time to get the second half of this game day smashed off here. We got the Seattle Lumberjacks on the road to take on the Nevada Thunder Pacific Division Showdown. Let's get a look at the lineups. Seattle at 2-0, trying to go to 3-0 today. They lead the way with Crazy Eyes. Following him out there is going to be 76. At the captain spot, that's Black Spec Titan. At 5-point gainer is Rocket Oil for the Lumberjacks. To the home side of the field, Monkey leads the way for the 0-2 Nevada Thunder. Following him out there is going to be Inferno. At the captain spot, it's Black Lena, and at 5-point gainer for the Thunder is 7 Series. So here we go. Game is on. Oh, Crazy Eyes almost going down there, and yet again. He's a lightweight guy, but he's got that low front end, gets the flip right there. He likes the home side. Worth firm, 5-0 Lumberjacks in the lead. That brings out Inferno for the Thunder. Almost had a flip. And yet again, almost another flip up the other side. Inferno, he's got a lot of weight, but he's got those springs, and it causes him to bounce, which can make him a little unsteady as it did right there. 10-0 the score. Seattle in the lead, looking for the win now. Black Lena trying to keep his team in it. Trying to keep the Thunder alive. Nope. Crazy Eyes still staying up as he's looking to open up the bakery here. And he does. 15-0 donuts. You got it. Served for dinner, hot and fresh. And the Lumberjacks, folks, they're 3-0. The team that hasn't made the playoffs since 2012, off to a very good start. But coming up next, we'll see which team is going to go 3-0, or maybe neither will, and they'll tie or something. But it's one of those classic someone's O's must goes story, if you will. the Mexico City Jaguars 2-0 on the road to take on the 2-0 Denver Mustangs. It's coming up next to end our second segment. Stay tuned. Alright folks, welcome back to the game that is gonna end our second segment here. We've got Brandon Kuma and his Mexico City Jaguars coming into this game, 2-0 record, fighting for a top spot in the Central Division, you know, along with Houston. And this team right here, the Denver Mustangs, they're 2-0 as well on the home side of the field. And a league-operated team that is trying to model itself after the Tampa Bay Gators, sort of. And you'll see in a moment, perhaps, kind of why that is, or how that is. But let's get a look at the lineup, starting with the visiting side. The Mexico City Jaguars lead the way with Inquisitor today, followed by Charizard at the middleman spot. To the captain spot, it's going to be 48 hours, and at 5-point gainer is Solid Snake today for the Jaguars. Now to the home side, and we'll get to basically explaining it. The same model as Purple Fire, this here is Purple Custo leading the way for the Denver Mustangs. Following him out there, the same model as Ratify, but a different bit of tape work perhaps. You know, they haven't had the same life. Golden Rat at the middleman spot. Followed by Red Detta at the captain's position. Defensive car, sort of like 47 Ronin, maybe a little bit. And at 5-point gainer, maybe not quite the same as Battle, but Hawkeye takes up that spot. And as you can see, Denver is working towards a goal of what they kind of want to be in the future. Not a bad plan to be a team that has won 2 out of the last 4 Crash Bowls. But needless to say, the game goes on to start here. And whoa, almost a flip. Inquisitor staying up. Purple Custo almost in, but that time Purple Custo down. 5-0 Mexico City in the lead as that now brings out Golden Rat for the Mustangs. And a good spin cycle on both sides as they stay in it. Again, both cars staying up, and this time Golden Rat's going to be down. Well, accept no imitation, says Brandon Kuma, because it's 10-0 Jaguars in the lead after Golden Rat gets flipped. And that brings out Red Detta. 10-0 the score. Red Detta trying to keep his team in this, and out of play he goes. That's going to save Inquisitor. He had Inquisitor down, but he went out of play. So Red Detta being put back onto the field. Out of play is the call. Inquisitor saves. Still 10-0 Jaguars. Mustangs trying to stay alive here. Red Detta trying to flip him twice maybe, and out of play he goes again. This time Inquisitor staying up in there. Still 10-0 as he goes for the shutout, and he's got it. 15-0. Deep fry me a Twinkie and send my love to Mississippi. A great game for the Mexico City Jaguars. Inquisitor on point today. And as Brandon Kuma said, when it comes to the Tampa Bay Gators, accept no imitations. The Jaguars putting the Denver Mustangs in place there. 15-0 the final. A dominant win for Mexico City. And as of right now, they stand alone at the top of the Central Division. The only question is, will the Houston Oilers join them? And of course, the Houston Oilers on the road to battle with the defending Western Conference champion San Antonio Defenders. Kind of lacking that sting that they had last year a little bit, but needless to say, that's the game that is going to be in the third segment. And also in that segment, the Tampa Bay Gators going to be playing host to the Atlanta Avengers. Should be an interesting one. Both those teams are 1-1. Actually surprising that Tampa Bay is 1-1, but needless to say, kind of surprising that Atlanta's 1-1 too. But anyways, the New York Empire going to be on the road to take on the Montreal Saints. And then finally, the Los Angeles Blades and the San Francisco Shinobis in our main event. Gotta love that, LA versus San Fran stuff. But yeah, it's all coming up in the third segment. So be on the lookout for the upload or whatever, and we'll be back with all that. So stay tuned.